Okay, so in the last lesson, we had some problems here. Yes, shift is now working for him to run, but if I try to move forward and run, I get a duck walk or some kind of duck zombie person. I don't know. This is what happens when a virus hits the elven people. I don't know. But this looks horrible, right? The chicken peck, that's what we'll call this one. It's a deadly disease, the chicken peck. It's responsible for half the world's population loss every year. Very serious, not something to joke about. Don't be a chicken peck. All right, so we got to fix this with code, and we're going to use conditionals like we did before. So our code's going to get a little more complicated here. Buckle your seatbelts, but we're going in. So what we want to do is get rid of this else if, try to make things a little bit simpler. So we're going to do another conditional here, just like we did down below, or input.get vertical axis is less than 0. So I'm going to control X that, put it here, and then get rid of this if else. I'll leave it set up, but I'm going to get rid of any code in it because we're going to use it in a second. So if input.getAxis vertical is greater than 0 or input.getAxis vertical is less than 0, we set to the walk animation. But else if, now we're going to put our run statement in here with and conditionals. Okay? That way we can get everything working together. So we're going to take this conditional, and we're going to add ands to it as well. All right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to nest this code within this code so that if this is true, then we're going to test and see if run is being held. And if that's the case, then we'll go to run. All right? But we'll also have to set walking to 0. So within this if statement right here, within this block, that's where we're going to put this, nest this code right here. So it's going to get a little complicated. Try to track with me, and we'll get there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this else if right here. And within this if statement, we're going to ask another if statement right here. And we're going to cut this one out, and we're going to paste it in here. And we're going to nest it in so that we can see that this if then goes to this if. Don't do this. That'll just confuse you. Keep things nested properly with spaces or tabs. So now we're testing to see if this input is going. And if it is, we're going to set the animator to walking. But if run is being pressed, then we're going to turn off. So I'm going to copy that. We're going to turn off the walking animation, and we're going to turn on the run animation. Okay? Does that make sense? So if we're holding the vertical axis up or down, right here, we're going to turn on the walk animation. If we're also holding this down, this run, then we're going to turn off the walk animation and turn on the run animation. And then else, we're going to turn off the walk animation. Okay? But in here, we'll turn off the, so we'll go else right there. We'll just take this else statement right here, Control X, and put it right here. It's important to keep it in order, so within this if statement, else, we'll set that out here with this if statement, else, we'll set the animator to walking. Okay, we'll try to run through that a couple more times. I'll cut out this comment, Control X, and I'll put it in here. Okay, so that seems a little complicated, and I get that. Just got to track with me here. I'm going to hit save. We'll go back over to our game, press play. We walk, we run. No, we Naruto run. It's pretty phenomenal stuff. Honestly, if I saw this guy coming at me, I would cower in fear because this is powerful stuff right here. Okay, well, we're not done yet. So I let go of shift, he starts walking, but if I let go of run and walk at the same time, he walks for a second and then he goes to idle. So I have a little problem there. Let's see if we can't fix that in the animator right here. Let's make sure in our settings we don't have a fixed duration going on. Let's see if that fixes it here. Press play. Running. Let go. We still got that walk, so that wasn't it. Let's go back to our animator. We don't have exit time there. No exit time there. We will shorten, we'll go over here to this walk and we'll shorten this even more like that. And let's try that. So we're running and walking, we let them both go. Oh, he still pops over to walk first. Why is that? This one needs to be shortened as well. And that might give us a hint there. Okay, press play. Let go. Popping over. So that's a bug we'll have to fix. Let's move on from there right now. So what we want to do is when he runs, we want him to go a lot faster than this. Because he's going at like a walking speed, and that's just not good. We want him to go way further. So let's fix that in code real quick. Let's pop over to our code editor. And what we're going to do is when we set this run, we're also going to set his speed, this transform.translate right here. We're going to multiply it out. So instead of setting it just times vertical, we're going to multiply it. So here's how we're going to do that. Right underneath run here, we're going to say transform.translate 0, 0, and then vertical times 10. We'll go ahead and try that. So what that's going to do is multiply our speed times 10. We'll save that, go back over to Unity, and when we press play now, we should get much higher speed when we hit shift. So we're walking, and then whoop, Naruto run way faster, okay? Because runs are supposed to be faster. And I think we all know that when Naruto runs like this, he's actually more aerodynamic and he can move faster across the ground. Okay, so we still have a couple problems with our animation, no big deal. We're gonna get to that. Right now, we're just getting our coding set up. The next thing we gotta do is jump, and so in the next episode, I will show you how to make this character jump, the Naruto jump. Okay, see you then.